Welcome back to Just a Podcast. My name is Nick, and this is a show where my friend Josh and I talk about movies, news, culture, and everything in between. In this episode, we're joined by our friends Jaden and Christian to discuss our experiences in college this past year, as well as summer movies that will be coming out soon, and other stories.
I felt one. I honestly only felt one.
Dude, I've never heard this story before.
Really?
Of all the years I've known you, bro.
That being said, enjoy the show. Alright, what's up everybody? So, I'm here with my friend Christian and Jaden. We all just got back from college. And this is like the homecoming episode, I guess you could say. We're just going to be talking about, college. We're going to talk about the Sonic movie, which I want to get into.
Probably a lot of things that we learned through college.
And I think we'll probably just segue into some other stuff.
I thought you were going to say Sonic. A lot of things we've learned through Sonic.
I didn't learn anything.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Where is that from?
It's from the Sonic Kid.
The Sonic Kid? Okay.
Okay. Alright, so we recording.
You want to talk, Nick? Do you want to talk about El Paso?
Yeah.
You just got that. You and Jaden were out of city. You went El Paso and Jaden. Well, Jaden's only 30 minutes up there. I could walk there in a day.
Wasn't even that far, to be honest.
No, it wasn't.
What were we doing?
It was still a lot though.
So wait, what'd you do? Did you
In Kerrville?
Yeah.
So like you want the whole rundown?
Well, I mean, it's not a typical like college type
true.
deal. So
So pretty much for all y'all who are gonna watch, I went to a preparatory school for the military academies, and I was trying to get into Navy, and it's like they said, it's really different from a regular college experience. This campus was Schreiner University, and it was a really small campus, honestly, and all 28 of the members that were in the preparatory school were all in one dorm, and really we did a lot of shit. Are you allowed to cuss, bro? Can I cuss?
I might have to bleep. No, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
We honestly went through a lot. Just a lot of like
I need to start the time.
physical preparation. Like we were waking up at like 5:30 every morning, working out, PTing, and then we had classes almost all day. And not only that, but we have volunteering events, study hall every night from 6 to 10. So I mean, there was just a lot of more little stuff that went on. But it would just take like a lifetime for me to just describe it all.
So you're hitting up the parties and stuff.
Nah. None of us really did party. Only because the guy who was running the program, our executive director, he was just always on our asses about academics. Mm-hmm. And so we just had to focus on that and pretty much, also working out, keeping our bodies in shape so that way we can pass our physical tests. I mean, I guess a couple of us went to like one or two parties throughout the whole year, but that was it. Schreiner isn't really a party school. It's like a like nobody really like goes there. It's really small.
I feel you. What about you, Nick?
So I had, when did I go to El Paso? It was like late August, like that day I moved into my dorm, and it's kind of like an apartment style. So it's like the outer thing is like a kitchen and living room. First let me explain. So those of you that don't know, I went to El Paso for 2 semesters to get into UT Austin, to get into film school. So I did the CAP program there because it was like my last option as a school. So I went out there. I think I had like 4 other roommates. So we all had our own rooms, and then this kind of like apartment style dorm. I don't know. I don't like sharing my space. So I had like a roommate for the first semester, but after we moved out.
So are you just gonna talk mess on him right now?
No. What if he watches?
I mean, that's watch at your own risk.
Wait, was he an asshole or what?
No, he was cool. He did theater and all that, but
Was he the one that broke your Baby Driver poster?
no. Yeah, I used to have a Baby Driver poster up here, and they broke the frame.
Oh yeah, like what happened? Did you like kick a ball or something?
I hung it up, bro, and I came home one night, and they were all just chilling in the living room. And it was like on the floor. It was broken.
Nobody
Why
even
would-
said anything. They just
Why would you
come
put your
home
own poster in the living room?
Because I wanted to make the place look nice. And I was like, all right, this is how it's gonna be. So I just kept all my stuff in my room.
Okay.
But yeah, dude,
Why don't you have a vlog with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to work on like vlogging in front of people because I get nervous. But yeah. So for the CAP program, I had to have a 3.2 GPA or higher. I couldn't get like a C. I had to get a C or better in any class. And so I took 6 classes first semester and then 6 the next. And I got like a D in astronomy, which is like
You got a
horrible
D in
grade.
astronomy?
Yeah, I had to retake it this semester, and now I got a B.
Man.
Was it
I
like
did way better.
was it like observational science or was it like physics?
No, astronomy is an observational science.
Well, no, it's
I could
also
school you on astronomy right now, bro.
It's also physics.
It wasn't a lot of math. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
observation.
They just had to match pictures and color the planet.
So
the
like
right
in Miss
color.
Benson's,
Yeah, like it's like make sure you color
Yeah.
the Earth is blue
Oh,
and
I hate
green.
Miss Benson.
Mars is red.
Oh yeah.
wait, so how'd you get a D in astronomy? That's a
I just didn't try, dude. Oh my
I
god.
feel you.
I forgot what Venus looked like.
No, but yeah, it's the brightest planet. I know that now.
Really?
But
What's
Yeah,
the
so
closest to the sun, right?
Hmm?
Venus is the
Mercury.
No, that's
Mercury.
it's a
Mercury.
gas
It's
giant.
Alright, so look, I got you. So Venus is the brightest planet because it has a thick CO2 atmosphere. And so when the sunlight goes in, it heats up the planet with the greenhouse effect, and it's super bright.
Greenhouse
yeah.
effects.
Yeah,
Do you know why?
pretty
Saturn
interesting.
has rings?
Oh, dude, I studied it. Yeah, so Saturn has rings because it's such a big planet. So when like comets and asteroids go towards it, they get destroyed because of the planet's gravity, and then it just forms these rings around it. And Saturn also has these two things called shepherd moons, which are like moons that rotate or orbit around the rings and make them keep their shape.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
really-
actually
I can go on and on, bro.
That's
We-
crazy how
we
those
should.
form rings though, because like all it is a ball of gas. So what is it colliding
Yeah.
into? To
It's
rings.
something called the Roche limit, just because like obviously something with mass has like a center of gravity. But yeah, but planets like Earth and Mars could never have rings because we're just too small. But like the four outer planets are called Jovians. They're giant. But yeah, okay, enough about astronomy. So I took the first semester was kind of rough. I like wasn't like working out and stuff. I wasn't eating well. Dude, I wasn't sleeping. I had too many energy drinks, bro. I wasn't sleeping well. But yeah, it just really sucked. And then the second semester, I planned out my grades. I did so much better, and I raised my GPA by like 0.6. So yeah, it was a lot better. I don't know. Living in El Paso is pretty cool. I wish I had my car. Honestly, I would just stay
I don't
between.
know why you did that.
It would have sucked to drive that car. I have like a 2005 Toyota. It would have sucked to drive it all the way.
Cody's
to El
driving
Paso.
like what, a 92? Our
Oh
friend
my
Cody's driving like a
Just
92
That's just like a
Subaru.
1945, bro. No, but isn't El Paso like relatively small compared to like San Antonio?
It's starting to grow, dude. It's a really cool city. They were telling me about UTEP. It became it's now like one of those top research facility schools.
Really?
Yeah, because they have a whole department like that's working on getting rid of like the gas emission in the air because it's like really bad there. That's the only thing about it that's bad.
See, at least you went to a good school. Shriner is about to.
It was a learning experience. I think
So-
first year of college is rough and you just mature, you know.
I feel you.
It's better than high school, dude. High
Oh,
school,
for sure, dude.
dude, 8 hours a day, all those classes, all
oh
those
my
people
God.
just like in one building.
I mean, at the time, I thought high school was cool, but
And it's so like
The only thing I miss is just like my
what is it?
Yeah, I
Schedule.
just
know
having them
that.
all in one place.
Yeah.
But college is just structured way better.
Yeah, high school, like I said, is just like so scheduled and structured. Whereas college, like you're making your own schedule, and it's just like you get to.
I guess
See
that's like the
wherever
whole
you wanna
adulting
see.
part of it.
Yeah.
What about y'all though?
Christian?
Mm.
He like dropped out.
Y'all both go to
real quick.
Vista?
Yeah, he dropped out real quick.
You got that
I-
GED.
For me, high school is a little bit different because I was a year behind all of them, but I became on the same year. I got on the same path by dropping out. Is a weird process that I went.
Wait,
I was-
so did you drop out or
Did you graduate early or drop out?
It's technically dropping out, but it's graduation early. Cause
That doesn't
Hold
make
on, hold on.
You're dropping
Those are
out,
two
but we're gonna
different-
give you a ceremony.
I dropped out and then I got the rest of the credits that I needed online, and I was able to.
Oh, okay.
And then I was able to still get into Northeast Vista, and my plan was to transfer to the radiology program at like UT Medical Center.
Mhm.
But this year college has been really rough, and I don't really have the money to transfer anytime soon.
Wait,
So
so have you been going just for this semester, or were you doing it last semester also?
I was going just this semester.
Okay,
'Cause
so
he
you
was-
just got done off your first semester of college then.
Yeah, pretty much.
'Cause
Okay.
he graduated last semester because he was still in high school technically.
Yeah. I was trying to think where the timeline was.
Dude, being in college, I wish I did more dual credit. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I have 9 hours, which puts me ahead of the curve.
Did you do any dual credit?
I did English. I think I got one for not history. What's the one?
Math?
The class with
The class.
what's his name? The dude who did economics.
Oh, Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird. That's
Dude,
right.
yeah,
Mr. Bird.
that was
Yeah, I
cool.
got transfer credits for that.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish I did more, dude, because It's not. I'm not planning on graduating early, but if I could take less classes and graduate on time.
For sure, yeah. I feel you.
Because 6 classes, dude. I would tell people.
Were you taking 6 classes a week, or in a semester? 6 classes a semester.
Yeah, 6. It's like 6 credits, and I would tell people, and they're like, "Dude, like I'm just taking 2 or 3."
But why are you doing 6? I did.
Honestly,
because
the CAP program sucks, dude.
Wait, you have to do for the CAP program. How many credits did you need in your 1 semester?
30 credit hours.
So okay, that's why you did it then.
Dude, honestly,
that makes sense.
Like experience at college, I realize the CAP program sucks the way they expect a freshman to do all that.
Wait, what does that stand for? CAP?
It's a coordinated admissions program.
Okay.
So you get a certain credited hours, and then you get automatic. So I get automatic acceptance to the College of Liberal Arts, and then I'm applying to Moody, which is the film school. And I feel good about that. I think it sucked having bad grades the first semester, but showing the improvement, they'll be like, okay. Yeah, dude. I think college is. Dude, the other thing is like there's so many like diverse people there, like different ages and. All that.
I had like a 40-year-old mom in one of my classes.
Yeah.
She was trying to get like one. This is like her only credit she needed, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like after this, I get my master's or something." And I was confused because I guess somehow she went through all of these classes to her years, and then she didn't do like a required college class. A lot of people make the freshmen do like an EDUC class, like an education class.
I did that too.
And I guess back in her day, they didn't let her do it, but when she came back, they're like, "Oh, you got to do this." So she was in a class of all these like freshmen. Like I saw people from Brandeis, and she was just there.
What does it EDU class teach you?
It's like the basics for college, right?
It's supposed to be, but they teach you on like at one point like credit score and stuff like that, but they don't really teach you much. It's kind of just like stuff I already knew. I guess it's helpful if you don't know anything, but for the most part, it was very easy. I'd go in, sit down, and be like, "Okay, get on the computer, go to this link. We're gonna do a quiz today, or like a survey." Yeah, no, I didn't do quizzes. I meant survey. So it would be a survey on like it's like, "Oh, how was the class?" It's like easy. It's like, "All right, nice." It's like, "Y'all good to go." It was a very simple class. I was leaving early almost every day.
I know.
What was y'all's most interesting class? Like your top 2?
Oh, philosophy for sure for me. Because all right, so my professor at Schreiner, so every morning he would already have notes posted on the board, and he actually taught us about different philosophers, and we were supposed to memorize, the books that they wrote and the topics that they were writing about. But whenever he would write notes on the board, he was a very energetic guy. He'd have those expo markers, but whenever he'd write, he'd like jam, and it was just like, and like by the end of the class period, it was already ruined. And
need to get a new one. Toss it out.
The first day, me and the 3 other Greystoners, we were sitting front row, like we were just so confused. We were just like, why is he banging so hard on the board? It was like, and it was just like,
so that's Galileo. It wasn't interesting because of the class. It was interesting because of
the prof. Yeah, it was
I thought philosophy would be interesting.
Well, the way Josh describes his philosophy,
mine's very easy. I mean, it is interesting, like because my professor was very. He
it's all theoretical too. Like it's not.
A lot of it is, yeah, and it seems like nothing's really. There's no right answers in it because people. Like certain philosophers contradict themselves and like later things they say, like to pass things. So everything's very open interpretation. Well, but
how do you get tested in that? Then?
There's no test.
Oh, you didn't have no test? Did you take it?
Did I take testing for it?
No, did you take philosophy?
No, I didn't take. I took the what's it called?
Okay. He's a walking. So you don't know anything. He's a walking philosopher.
No,
that's how he knows the philosophy.
I was into the extracurricular for philosophy and. For the after school or not the after, but like after class meetups for film on Tuesdays and Thursdays. No.
Oh, okay.
They had like a bunch of clubs, and I went to a bunch of meetings for the film club because I kind of wanted to learn a little bit more about it.
You didn't tell me about that. That sounds interesting.
It was interesting, but I did some for the because they had a philosophy club.
So that's when you joined.
And the way they explained it, or the way the professor explained it to me, because I was saying about taking the class during the summer, was that everything that in his class is based on relevance to how you process information. So there's no right and wrong. Obviously, you can fail a test, but there's not really a right and wrong answer. It's just making sure that you understand how other people process the information and how reality works for them. That's the basis for all philosophy.
Yeah, it's mostly, for me, at least in my class, it was just knowing. Like, it's like, like, Corman said this, and it's just like, because of that, like, what does this mean? Then it was A, B, C, D, D, and
Really?
So yeah, you actually learned the principles. You just taught us like what the like who the philosophers were, and it was up to us to like do our own like research on it, which is difficult because like philosophers when they write, it's kind of.
Well, I remember one
one
thing someone said was it's like about greater goods or something like that, and it's like that someone believes that like in the state of life, everyone's doing everything to. Every choice you make should be made to make the greatest good happen from it
in your life
or just in general. So so they said, okay, so if there was a scenario in which somebody came into the hospital and he needs something, he needs help or he's going to die, but there's 4 other people who need like a kidney or like a liver, and then this dude that needs help that's about to die is like a bad guy. He's like doing murders. He's like selling drugs. He's doing all this like bad stuff. So he's not helping anything, and he's not giving no good into the world. Then the question was if the doctor were to just kill the guy and then use his organs to donate to all the other 4 people who end up going and doing good things. He's like, he made a decision, murder.
The doctor or
the doctor. Oh. He made a decision to murder this guy who was gonna die anyway. But he was a bad guy, so he can give his organs needed to the 4 other people, and then they end up having good lives. So he said theoretically that would increase the greater good in the world. He's like, but morally, is that the right decision?
That's true. Because like he commits a bad action,
and everybody was saying, everyone was saying no, and everyone was saying no, that's not right. But then someone said, okay, well, is it not the same situation if someone is driving a train and there's 1 person in the road, or like no, there's 4 people in the road. Oh yeah, it's like the 4 and then 1.
And
yeah, and if you turn it because you don't want to kill 4 people, but you're gonna kill 1, isn't it the same thing? And then people were like,
I thought it's always like you want to minimize the amount of deaths.
Yeah, it's something like that. But so that was one thing that they talked about.
It's kind of like the Ozymandias effect in Watchmen. It's pretty prevalent. The idea to kill millions just to save billions.
Yeah, that's why I think Thanos was right, bro.
Well, that was dumb because like when he did that, he wiped out all living creatures. So like cattle.
Why didn't he just snap and like split Earth into 2 planets? Just go live off somewhere.
Why didn't he just
that would have ruined the ozone?
1,000% more things for
true.
People.
Well, then Earth would be heavier and be.
Okay, why didn't he
I'm bringing astronomy into this, but that would make us orbit slower.
Okay, why didn't he snap, make everything
double the resources,
double the size of the Earth?
Because then we're just gonna have an exponential.
And it's just gonna. Yeah,
he did the
same thing's gonna happen that's happening on Earth, but it's just gonna happen at a bigger scale.
Population
it'll happen
give us
eventually.
more resources,
but at a bigger scale.
But we'd be good for a while, and then he could do it again, or we could just reset it.
Well, you saw how much that snap took out. No, you can't really do that twice.
We could just hand the.
How did he snap and not hurt? Oh no, he did hurt himself. I'm
stupid. Yeah, you forgot about that.
You know, it's interesting talking about philosophy because for a short period of time, I don't know if it's still up, but Christian had an Instagram that was known as Vice Philosophy.
Dude, I want to check out that page.
I never followed it.
Yeah.
Did you get rid of it?
No, I turned it into the meme page.
Oh my god! I remember seeing Vice Philosophy and he had a couple
plug the meme page right here.
I didn't want to follow it.
A philosopher.
A meme.
To a meme.
Bro, memes are philosophy.
Well, to meme or not to meme.
Well, I was reading a lot about a bunch of philosophers, mainly in the Eastern Orient, but there's one that sort of struck. He was a philosopher in his later years, but he started off as a samurai. It was Miyamoto Musashi. He had some very interesting points on life and stuff, and about what constitutes living and what constitutes nature, and the reasons that it's so precious to us, even though in all reality, all values end at a certain point.
Okay.
But
I don't know what that means. I'm just thinking about. I'm thinking about one of my favorite classes.
Think the value of everything ends at some point.
Yeah.
That includes money because money's been valuable for so long. Gold.
The value of everything ends.
The value of gold's gone down.
Exactly.
No, but there's still value for it. It's still valuable.
But it could be ending.
Eventually, it's gonna end.
That's true.
The value, the amount somebody values somebody else's life is gonna end at the point where that person dies. Because then, in death you have no emotions. Obviously.
Well, if you died right now, and I valued you,
I can value you because I'm dead.
Okay, but I could still value you. Cause
And then
dead.
eventually you're dead. And in 100 years, nobody's gonna know any of us.
The value of everything just
But
officially.
in a billion years, the sun's gonna eat up our planet.
Exactly. And then what do you... Well, no, but that actually follows in line, because then what constitutes the value of our solar system?
We can't think about that because we're
What
dead.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, one thing that's always going to have value, without doubt, is the new Sonic movie coming out.
Are we segueing?
Are we gonna...
Sonic. Segue
God.
right into Sonic.
You're right.
Great transition.
What do you think about
That
that?
was an amazing transition. I like that.
What do y'all think about the NCU?
The who?
NCU?
It's
Nintendo
the Nintendo
Cinematic.
Cinematic Universe.
I think that's
Making
fake.
that?
That was fake, dude. There's no way that's real.
Bro,
If-
That was a
I think
meme.
the peak of Marvel's like Infinity Saga is gone, and it's not gonna go down, but it won't be the same.
Yes.
And
It's
if
not
they do
gonna-
Nintendo
Well,
movies,
that's the
Well, no,
thing.
it-
Marvel always knows, like Kevin Feige especially always knows how to like.
Well, yeah, the new thing that they're gonna do is they're
Yeah.
gonna get all the characters that they just got from Fox.
Mhm.
Once they put that in, that's gonna.
Be fucking.
I think
Because
they're gonna let
we've
it
never
breathe.
seen anything that's like
Mhm.
we've
Well-
seen it before with X-Men, but
I'm not sure how they're
we're not gonna
gonna...
do it.
yeah.
Like, they're gonna do it in a better way.
How are they gonna introduce the X-Men and Fantastic Four at the same time?
They're not
because
They're
they
gonna-
they introduced
They're
the
gonna introduce
multiverse.
one before the other one. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that's
yeah,
a
but-
lazy way to do it.
Yeah,
I personally think that's a lazy way with
I
the
do
multiverse thing in Far From Home. If they're just like, oh, now we're all in here. I think
Wait,
that's kind of lazy.
So you think they're gonna do it like a timeline, like Avengers
I think
happened and now
there's
Fantastic
two,
Four.
There's two things they can do. I think they can say because X-Men they're in hiding. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
If you think in this world, it seems like people are used to the Avengers by now, so it's like, why are they still hiding then? So that doesn't make sense. But I think what you can do is you can say something like, oh, when Hulk snapped or when Iron Man snapped, when someone snapped, that caused a mutation in some people when they came back. And you can say maybe that is the way you introduce in a different way.
That could be, that's
I think that's
interesting.
better than multiverse.
Well, I don't know how they're gonna be able to process all the history of the X. Like, how's they gonna
Just-
bring in?
I think they just wiped
they
it.
just start from the beginning. They're
Yeah.
not going to continue it from Fox.
Same as like Fan 4, because like they
can-
could start that timeline where they're in space and then they just
Yeah.
get their powers.
Well, what
they,
they're
they can just re.
They're probably gonna
they're gonna
skip the
reboot
origin
it.
story, dude.
Well,
We've
here's
seen
a-
it too
skip
much.
it.
here's a major theory that I really like about
Let's see.
about New York, and the Stark Tower is actually sold to Dr. Reed Richards.
Dude, I swear I said this in the last podcast.
Did you?
I think I did.
That's
Smart listening.
oh well, I saw that theory online.
Nick,
Like,
you're going to have to check the tape, bro.
yeah, check that. I saw it online
You
and
can look it up right now.
a few weeks ago. But no, I think that's actually
Yeah,
probably-
I like that one too. Because
that's a great way to bring them in.
yeah, I'm down for that. Anyway, Sonic.
We go on too many tangents, bro.
Dude, I was. I,
It's like,
I
let's talk about
segued-
Sonic.
I went perfect into Sonic, and then someone said something about Avengers.
That was Nick.
I'm glad they're gonna
no, y'all
fix
said
it.
NCU.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said that, you idiot.
No, you said. But you brought in you're talking about like, here's my theory on how Marvel's getting the growth.
I didn't say anything about Marvel.
Oh no,
bro.
yeah, you was. You were just like, yeah, like Infinity Saga.
Yeah,
like,
you
she's
just
gonna do that.
you said they're gonna go
I
down.
didn't say that, bro.
Oh man.
Alright.
What was Sonic? Is that honestly like?
I
Are
think
y'all even
Who-
hyped to see
who
that?
asked for the movie? I mean, like I played the games before. Jaden, you said you haven't.
Like barely. Maybe like. Oh, I played.
I like a good hedgehog game.
What was that one?
How about you, Nick?
I guess.
What was that one game where like you were on like skateboards or something?
Oh, the 3D ones.
Oh.
The ra-
I never really played the 3D
Those-
ones. I
it
played
was
the
fun,
side
bro.
scrollers, the ones that are like
Oh,
old,
yeah.
the 2D,
The 2D
ones.
It was on
Those ones are
GameCube.
cool.
It was a racer.
Yeah, I saw those ones.
Yeah.
I remember I had a neighbor who had one, and I remember the
So
cover looked cool because he was like running on water, and there was like some monster behind him, and I was like, dude, that looks so sick. I want to play. But they were like 2 years older than me, so when I was hanging out with them, they would never let me play, and they were like, nah, you can't handle it. And I was like, I want to play Sonic.
Wait, you said your neighbors?
Yeah.
Was that Ibrahim and his brother?
I think so. It might have been
Oh, dude.
Ibrahim.
that dude left.
I miss that kid, dude.
He's in New York now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I wonder,
he's gone.
dude, you gotta find him on Instagram, see what he's doing.
Well, I don't think he has an Instagram.
Fly him out for the podcast.
For all y'all who don't know, Ibrahim used to be Josh's old neighbor, close friends with him.
What was his older brother's name?
Fuck, I can't even remember honestly.
Dude, it's big, bro. I thought I lost. Nick, is there a rating for this?
Oh, what?
A rating for the podcast? Do you want to put a rating? Because
Rated
this
R.
next story is kind of explicit.
I've already cussed like a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Well,
to.
okay, I almost lost a testicle because of this guy.
Because of Ibrahim?
No, because of his older brother.
What?
We were on the trampoline back in the day, like 3rd grade, and on the trampoline, we would do dog piles on each other. This dude, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I'm at the bottom. I think I jumped on Diego. And then there's all these people are dogpiling, and then this big dude, bro, he just like bounces and he just like jumps on everyone, and somehow his knee went past like everyone's arms and bodies, and it hit straight on my like, dude. I never felt so much pain.
Do you not have a test?
No, I know I do. I do. No,
they said you lost the
I
testicle.
almost did.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought it was gone. I went into the bathroom.
You thought it was just like smashed and gone.
No, I was so scared. It hurt so much, and I felt there right after. And normally, you know, you can feel like where they're at. I felt one. I honestly only felt one.
Dude,
No,
I've
dude.
never heard this story before.
Really?
Of all the years I've
Man,
known you,
dude,
bro.
No, dude. You could have been there for all. There was a ton of kids
I
there,
wasn't
dude.
there.
I don't know who all was there, but I know there was like 10 kids in the trampoline.
Oh my
I think Sonic looks bad though.
Oh, hold on, my testicle story, bro.
I thought we were talking about Sonic.
We started with Sonic and then we got to the
If you're gonna
testicle
talk
story.
about Sonic, you gotta segue from the testicle to Sonic. So.
All right.
Sonic has no balls in the movie.
Oh, he might. You don't know.
Well,
they're making a new design.
they want
Yeah.
He
The
looks,
producers are going
he
back.
looks like thing 1 and thing 2
they
from the
want
Cat
him
in
to
the
be
Hat movie.
transgender.
Then they did
Oh,
say
yeah,
they did say
dude.
Sonic's gonna be
That's-
transgender.
I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Like,
Nick, your
He's a
face,
fucking
bro.
hedgehog.
it's
like-
yeah, well, like all living things.
Well, hang on,
do have a gender.
can I just point something out? I do have 2 testicles. I went to the.
No, I'm cutting that out.
I have 2. I just want to know. Like I checked. It went back inside me because it got hit, and then it came back later that day.
Really? How far inside you did it go?
I don't.
Stop
Dude,
being
I did.
I've known him for like 10 years and I've never known this
I was
story.
crying,
You
dude.
talk about it.
I thought it was gone. I was so young that I imagined that it exploded and it was just gone.
Oh my god.
But then later on that day, I was in the shower or something, and he was like, "Okay, it's good." And he dropped back down, and then they were, yeah,
Jerry.
they bad.
You thought it like disintegrated.
Dude, I was crying in the bathroom, man. I was scared.
Great content.
I'm all good though.
Great
Okay.
content.
Sorry.
Speaking of crying, Sonic's design, dude.
Dude, I
Happy
think the
in
way that they
tears.
made him look at first just like
Wait, so is
shows
it a
how
he or she?
disconnected his studio is from its audience.
What studio is making it?
Sega and
Well, Sega's
Paramount?
the video game. Paramount, you're right. It's the one of it's the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be our first question. All right, before we even go on, we need to get our pronouns right. So it's gonna be transgender. So what is it?
Shim.
Shit.
We're just gonna-
dude, no. But
Just
Sonic's
call him
a dude.
Sonic.
Sonic is a guy.
Okay.
Sonic is
I think
a
it's so annoying when
why
like
are they-
they always feel the right to like be included in everything.
No, it's people.
It's like people wanted James
I mean,
Bond
like-
to be black. It's like no, he's a white dude.
Well, like,
he's
I
a
mean,
womanizer.
I'm-
That's what he originally
Well, I don't
is.
see a problem if like
I mean, I'm
like,
cool. I this is the way I
I'm
see
not
it.
cool with it because
No,
y'all
no,
are
I
just
thought
trying to
James-
change it to fit your
not
Well,
the
no, I
political
thought
view.
isn't James Bond a code name?
No, 007 is the
Oh,
code.
that's the code
No,
name.
you
James
see,
Bond's
I-
always been his name.
I wouldn't have a
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
with
yeah.
him being black. Like if it was just random
What?
and casting.
I
If
just
they
elbowed
if they
you,
re-
though.
Yeah,
re-
exactly.
I
That's-
thought that would have been cool.
That's
in all
exactly what I was
honesty.
thinking about.
But the woman one's kind of weird. It's like Jeanette.
They're
Bond.
reaching, bro.
Like-
Jeanette Bond.
Like, I mean,
Jamie Bond.
I mean, I have nothing against.
And so what? If she comes on the
characters that
guys,
are-
everyone would be like, "What?"
I have nothing against characters that are like gay or like whatever. But it's just when they try to make a character that's
force it.
established already,
Yeah.
and they
How
try
do y'all feel like about the Russo brothers saying all that stuff after they made Endgame?
What
like
did they say?
the
They
gay
said-
character.
Well, isn't it? He plays him, right? Joe Russo. He plays
Yeah.
the gay
No,
character.
a known Marvel hero though, wasn't
Oh,
it?
it's gonna
Oh.
come out.
He said so. He said it's an already established one.
Spider-Man,
if it's
bro.
if it's Captain Marvel, I'm fine. Anyone else, I'm kind of annoyed.
Well, actually, who was I talking to? I think it
Valkyrie.
was Omar. Yeah, it could be Valkyrie. I feel like
I said Captain Marvel or Valkyrie.
Yeah, okay, it was you. then.
Because both of them
Yeah,
make the most
kinda
sense.
sucks.
so, yeah, because like they gave Captain Marvel that hair, so I mean, that's
That's in the comics too, so like it doesn't matter.
But
It's not
she's
the
also
hair.
bisexual in the comics, isn't she? She has like a girlfriend.
In all honesty, I couldn't tell you. I haven't read much
Throwing
Captain
Squirrel
Marvel.
Girl.
so that as soon as a girl gets that
Spoiler.
haircut, it's game over.
Dude, Emily was talking about getting a haircut.
Where's the manager?
She's all worried. Where's the manager?
Honestly, bro, that haircut was kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie. don't
I
like
mean,
the
it's
haircut
comic
at
book
all.
relevant.
She looked better with the long hair.
I thought it was kind
Yeah.
of cool that they did it because it's
I didn't like the
comic.
style. It was
Yeah,
like too
okay.
bushy.
They could have
Should have made it.
made it look
a
like the
little bit better.
mohawk looking thing. I don't know. But
like when she puts on the mask and like she gets the
yeah, because that was a direct.
comment.
Yeah, man. Are we segueing into
Sam.
anything?
Segueing into Sonic. I don't know. We've been trying to segue into Sonic this whole time, so let's.
What do y'all
okay.
think about that?
Dude, did you
I-
see someone redesigned him
Yeah.
online?
Looks
It looked-
good.
And they
it
made him
looked-
look
it looked
better
better,
for
yeah.
free than what
Yeah.
they did with all that money. Oh.
Sonic. That's what we're on.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's the teeth.
Yeah,
What?
the teeth.
He
make
just
no
looks too
sense.
human, right?
He looks. It's yeah.
He's supposed
Well, no,
to look.
Sonic
They gave
has
him
teeth,
long,
though.
like no, but they're human teeth.
Oh,
They
okay.
look odd. They made them look like
Like
the
actually.
It looks like they put a denture in his mouth. and they're
Really?
like, there you go.
Yeah.
And his legs are all long. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
human
He has, like,
he
a-
looks. I mean, in the
He has a onesie body, bro.
yeah,
He
yeah,
does.
yeah, he
Pretty
does,
much,
he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
It's so odd looking. I don't know who made it.
And the
like,
eyes were all small and like.
It's
they were
very odd looking.
Really
like
bad.
if they wanted to make a movie look realistic, they could have just got a real hedgehog.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
is this
that's
not? VFX artist explains what it would actually take to redo the Sonic. That's 40.
So are they doing it?
Aren't
Well,
they
how much do
redoing-
they have done though? Maybe the trailer, because if they made the whole
I don't
movie
know,
already
man.
and they got to do the whole thing again, that's gonna cost a lot of money.
It is, but
I think it's good
honestly-
they're listening.
Yeah.
Most studios would just be stubborn and be like,
It is good.
We're not
for
wrong.
listening, you know, but
We have a lot of
I
money.
don't even know why you would come out with this Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like,
it's
So
kind of
they
yeah.
They're
can-
trying to start the NC.
it's just like.
I think that would be amazing.
Dude, Sega is not even with Nintendo.
Bro, you best believe we're seeing the
You're
Wario,
right.
Wario and Waluigi movie.
I'm trying to see
I
Luigi's
honestly
Mansion
think that would
movie.
be awesome. Like to end it
I would
off,
watch that.
like 3
Luigi's
years from
the
now,
win-
a Smash
the Winter
Bros.
Soldier.
movie.
Luigi.
3 years from now, if a Smash Bros.
Oh,
movie
It's like
came out,
Cap and Buck. You're like Mario.
Mario movie.
Cap-
Yeah.
I'm with you till the
Wario is Thanos.
I'm with you till the end of the night.
he throws him off a pipe.
How would they do violence in that movie?
And what?
You just lose coins.
Yeah.
You know, it like bounces off the
You
screen.
can't really do those movies like.
It's like doing
'Cause-
a Wink movie.
Well, because Mario and them, they're humans,
Oh,
right? They're
oh,
like, but
yeah.
they have a creative design to them, so
Mhm.
they could not do it. It would look.
It would have
so
to look
odd.
like how they do in Smash, where it's like cartoon 3D-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would look
Oh,
weird.
can you imagine live action? Jeez.
No, they can't do it. I don't want them to.
They're video games. They're not people.
Yeah.
So pretty much all that can be said about Sonic is that the first animation
Oh, no,
of Sonic looks
I
whack.
like Jim Carrey.
This is the only good shot from the trailer. Right
Jim
here.
Carrey
His
as
eyes
a-
look
I think it's a
What's his
good
name, the
casting.
Executor or something?
Eggman.
Eggman. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like that casting
God,
choice.
that's
I
Yeah,
pretty much what he
honestly-
looks like.
Can we even see this?
Have you-
I don't know.
Have y'all seen the
I'll put up a
video?
photo of it.
Yeah.
The video of that guy in the Sonic onesie and trips over a coffee table.
You're gonna ruin my fan.
No, they should just design him like y'all know Sonic. Do you know Sonic?
Sonic.
So where he's like all stupid.
Yeah.
My lord.
Honestly, the Sonic fan base is a lot less toxic than most.
Bro,
fan
stop trying to
bases.
bring up the NCU.
I'm not talking about that.
You're trying to push it.
NCU, honestly?
Sonic fan base.
Are you writing for him or what? You're trying to promote the NCU.
Mario in the movie.
You're Eggman, bro.
Me and Mario.
Here's Sonic.
Egghead.
No, that's Marco.
Yeah. Fucking
My
good.
lord. You
Come
have so many
on.
tabs open, bro. Damn.
Set it up.
Oh, it's all my work from school. I just would make
School's
a new
over.
one. I haven't cleared them out yet. They
Yeah,
put a picture of Sonic like
I
'Cause
got
I
you.
don't- I want
I'll put
people
him
to
up
see
there when we're talking.
right now. There's a picture of Sonic right here. Okay. Well, what else do you?
I don't know. We kind of rushed through
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to say of Sonic.
But there is a lot more to say.
that.
I'm good.
About
at
the
Sonic.
NC.
I wasn't gonna say that.
The philosophy CU.
Well, we talked a little bit at Sonic. We talked college. We talked.
Let's talk about a possible Wario and Luigi movie.
No.
That'd be amazing.
That's pretty much it, bro.
Oh, how was it going back to college? Was it difficult for you guys, like going somewhere else,
Yes.
It
like
was,
being
yeah.
away from everybody?
It was at first.
That's another thing, bro. I experienced a lot of loneliness.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound like, oh, feel bad for me. But
Well, no, I understand completely. Like that's one thing I'm glad why I was still here. I still had
yeah.
I had everything around me.
It's going to be so much better when I'm in Austin. Y'all can just drive up or I'll drive down every week.
You think we driving up? I don't wasting that gas.
James always driving.
I
on
still
E.
feel
Nah, I'm
lonely
just
now.
kidding. I'm
He's
just
always
kidding.
driving on E.
No,
You gotta
for
run.
me it was definitely like very hard, just like leaving and getting adjusted. But as soon as the academic year started, which was the end of August, yeah, we were just so busy. Like you really didn't have time to like miss home or miss anything. So definitely like just the workload, trying to just balance everything out, just kind of canceled out with me missing home. But that whole summer session that we had for the whole month of August before school started, I kind of like missed home a lot too.
Yeah. Dude, I missed home cooked meals. Oh my god.
You were on that ramen grind.
Yeah, it's real, dude. That's all my roommates brought was ramen. I did learn to cook and do dishes, and
You
You
learn how to do
didn't know
dishes.
how to clean a dish before.
I did. I just didn't do it.
Yeah,
Now I
I've
appreciate
seen your
my
kitchen,
parents
Nick.
more, dude. Being a parent's hard.
Yeah, I've seen your kitchen, Nick. Did you have
Grease box.
Did you have Grease in El Paso?
No.
For
Bet you
y'all
missed
who
That's
don't
why we
know,
didn't get the good meals. Bro.
Nick
Yeah.
collects, or I don't want to say Nick, but there's a collection of grease
In the
description,
Burr
yeah.
household.
It's not a bad thing.
It's cooking grease.
In the
Yeah, it's
description,
cooking
we'll
grease.
have a link to Nick's MTV Cribs video, and in there, about 2 minutes in, you can see the grease.
Pretty much.
Check
He
it out.
spills it too.
I
He's like,
do.
check it out. It's just like, and you're just like, oh, I'll clean that
We
up.
all good. We all good.
Yeah, we are. like
I'm
throwing
excited to
it
go to
to-
Austin though, dude. I think,
When you head up, like August again.
yeah, dude. So I'm either I'm not gonna stay in the dorms because it costs just as much to have my own apartment.
I feel you.
Sweet.
So
Why not?
I'm gonna room with either Nathan or Monique.
McQuack.
Yeah. I don't
That'd be
know.
cool.
I don't know how I'm gonna be with living with someone.
Monique gonna pay for everything.
No, we're splitting.
Oh, you spent. Okay, I'm not sure.
But
Nick.
yeah, I'm excited to go to Austin, dude. It's I want to vlog there. It's a really like creative city, dude. I just want to explore it.
You
I
should
feel
go.
like I feel like Austin though is just like
Dude, I've been meaning to take a trip to Austin
Let's
for
go
like
to Austin.
over a year.
Let's go.
No, I wanted to because
you could have gone with us, bro.
Hey, you guys dipped on me. No one even invited
Don't
me.
even know.
No,
that
I
was
heard-
at the time.
I
though.
heard
Let me explain.
nothing. I heard
that was
nothing.
at the time
No.
when like you had just no, not just, but you were dating Emily and you were in that phase where like you were like
We were
not
dating
hanging
for
out
almost a
with us.
year at that point.
All right, well even
You were
then you were
just-
still going through that phase where you would barely hang out with us. Like
No,
It's called,
Dude,
the,
you
it's called the
do-
honeymoon
bro,
phase.
you really
no, you guys don't get it. Like, people, dude. As soon as I started dating Emily, everyone cut me off, and I was
no,
like,
you cut us off.
no, I didn't.
All right, for
I would be
everybody
like,
who doesn't know.
Emily's.
Why do
Josh's
they care
girlfriend.
about this?
Yeah.
No one
I
cares.
wanted to talk about Austin. I don't know why everyone jumped on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's attacking him.
Getting all mad.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, you riled up?
It's not my fault. I'm happy, bro.
Oh.
As I was saying, Austin. No, but,
No.
but the point about Austin is
Yeah.
I was trying to go with Emily actually.
Oh.
Oh no, that's not.
No, I'm just...
Shut up. The reason
We just
why
leave.
is no, it's because last year I think it's already been done by now. But I saw something online where apparently they were, and this pissed me off that you guys went and didn't invite me because
I'll explain that.
no, it pissed me off because the reason why we wanted to go was to see the graffiti park, which you guys went to.
Yeah.
And it was because apparently, I don't know if this is true, it might have been a fake post, but I saw something online last year that said the graffiti park was going to be moved to a new location.
You can't move graffiti.
They said they were going to destroy everything and level it out for some, but they said they would take the memorable pieces and move them somehow to the.
They like take concrete walls.
I
and
get.
just-
I don't know. They can.
Yeah.
I don't know what they. They said something
Why would they
along
move
those
it?
lines. I don't. I'm not a construction worker.
I don't know.
You know, there's actually
Well, they said that, so I was like, I've never seen it. We got to go.
I don't want to say a park, but there's a sort of like a graffiti alley kind of here in San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there's a whole bunch of artwork down this like alley, and like it's
Dude,
actually
let's
like
go.
really cool.
I'm gonna start daily vlogging, and I can't just like have a day where like it's awesome, and then I'm just stuck at home like,
You already know, bro.
hey guys, I'm
We watching
sleeping.
Netflix today.
It's pretty much all.
No, and that whole alley it gives off like a real hip hop vibe because I think there's a record store like right next to it too. So it's just like this old school like 90s 80s hip hop vibe that you just get off of this one street, and it's really cool. I think
When
it's
did you
close
guys
to
go?
downtown.
Like last June or last July?
For Austin?
Yeah, it was
It
in
was
the
July.
summer last year, right?
I wanted to say it was the summer before I left. So
Yeah, so,
last June and July.
Damn.
But yeah.
But that was like 10 months into Emily and I dating, and you were trying to say. It's like, he-
We'll
he
talk
just-
later. We'll talk later off the record. We'll talk later
We'll
off
talk
the
about
record.
testicles later.
Okay.
You want to hear about this?
Yeah, I'm surprised you let him finish that story.
It's not that bad. It had to do with what we were discussing.
It's pretty painful to hear.
It did go into
hurts so
yeah.
much, man.
Yeah, we talked about transgender Sonic.
Yeah, and it's painful to see that Sonic. So I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
the pain is relatable.
I mean,
I guess.
What do you?
Bro, how do y'all feel about the Aladdin movie? How do you feel about Disney
Aladdin.
making?
Okay.
I know we talked about Disney before.
Honestly, it
dude,
would
I
have been
want to
good.
talk about Batman.
Batman.
Oh, with
yeah.
They casted what's his name apparently.
Dude, everyone only knows him from Twilight, so they're so
Yeah.
skeptical. But that movie was like 10 years ago, and he's done so much
He's done
better
other things,
stuff.
but no one else is watching him.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
it's like small.
He's from Twilight. I don't like that. Like,
I
that's,
mean,
that's pretty much
as
what they're
long as
whining
he-
about.
Personally, I think he has a weird shaped face.
I think he has a good shaped face.
Well,
sure.
everybody makes
A
fun of
what-
Andrew
a what
Garfield.
shape?
A good shaped face
Oh,
for
I
Bruce
thought
Wayne.
you said a bitch shaped face. It's like,
Batman
And like
played
honestly,
by a bitch.
honestly, that wasn't his fault that the Amazing Spider-Man movies turned out terrible with Andrew Garfield.
He
It's
wasn't
just-
in those.
what were we talking about Spider-Man for?
We're talking about
Because
Batman.
everybody like
Stop trying to push the
everybody
NC.
rips
He like calls it. I can't get him to talk away. You're fine.
Sorry, Sega.
I like a bag of chips.
That's not Sega. Isn't Nintendo.
You dumb fuck.
They work with Sonic and Nintendo. Most of the Nintendo
Sonic
games
is
are
not
made
part of
with
Nintendo.
Sega.
Shut up.
Nah, Nintendo's all Nintendo, and then the reason why Sonic is in Smash Bros. Is because they made a deal. There's multiple companies that have their stuff in Smash
Well,
Bros.
no, the Sega games were usually released on like Nintendo.
Oh, they all, but no, okay, hang on.
Yeah, probably
Sega
have
has
one.
their own stuff too back in the day. The Sega
Yeah,
Genesis.
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
what they were-
okay, yeah. Lawyer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a word.
We all need to be educated.
No, but the point is, it's all about the writing.
You know, I'm done with the NC.
Certain.
But
I was about to crack a joke.
Batman. At first I was kind of iffy on it, and then I saw pictures of him in a suit, and I was like, he looks like Bruce Wayne.
It's Photoshop though.
Oh, is it? Which ones did you see? How do you know?
I
You
didn't
think this
see any
dude's never
photos.
worn a suit?
Oh, a suit at the bat
I'm in a
suit.
suit, not the bat
Oh.
suit. I know he's not actually in it. There's pictures of him in a suit.
Anyone's worn a suit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, bro, what's
This
his
is
name?
the guy who plays
It's
Edward
Photoshop.
Collins in
What's his name?
Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson. Robert.
Okay.
Robert
His name's
Pattinson,
Edward
something
Collins.
like
Is he like still skinny as hell?
Is he? Yeah,
that. He just looks like a regular dude.
gonna bulk up.
he needs to. He's gonna play
I just
Batman.
put in Batman.
Freaking Ben Affleck looked fat.
I didn't like how they
They got the muscle suit, bro.
Ooh.
I didn't like how
In the
he's-
suit, and look at not that. I mean, like in like a, he looks like a Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's cool. Like they put.
You see what I mean? Like he looks like a rich white person. Because he is in
That's
real
who
life.
Bruce Wayne is.
Oh yeah, he is. Because he is in real life.
That's true.
See, that looks cool.
I guess.
Kind of looks like Bale, just with the wider jaw.
I didn't like Bale's Batman.
Dude, he has a
no,
big
it's-
head. Look at that.
It was popular, but
You didn't
I-
like it?
I think it's annoying.
It's-
People get mad at me. He's like, "It's the best dream of the year."
it's good.
Well, honestly,
the,
no,
the third one could have been better.
His
but
Batman
it-
is
Dude,
like-
I know.
It
oh my
would have been
God.
so much better if Heath Ledger didn't pass.
no, his
Because
Batman
he was gonna
was
be
like,
in it. Have you guys read about that?
Yeah.
They
the
talked
Joker was
about.
gonna be in the third.
Yeah, they
Oh,
talked
wow.
about how he was gonna be the main villain again, but he would have had like scenes because
Like
that
the
scene
Joker,
where
yeah.
Scarecrow is out there at one point, and everyone's like out like full on anarchy at the end.
That was crazy, bro. The cops were running at the criminals.
Yeah,
Well, no, but
Got
what I was gonna
guns.
say, like that Batman, the Christian Bale Batman, it's like the Tobey Maguire of Spider-Man. It's like, you know, a lot of people like
I don't know about
grew up
that.
on a lot of people grew up on that Batman. Like a lot
Nah,
of people
bro,
grew up on Tobey
I remember.
Maguire.
I
growing
grew
on
up-
that Batman.
Yeah, I did.
back on what's his name? Who's the dude that played Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Oh,
Michael
Keaton.
Michael Keaton. That's Batman right there. That's
Bro,
Batman.
Adam West Batman.
Yeah, that's Batman. You're
Jack
correct.
Nicholson
That's
Joker.
Batman,
That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Bro, he did a great job.
Who Jack Nicholson?
He has such a weird.
That's
I don't know what they did to his
didn't like-
face.
They put like a prosthetic that always made him smile. That was the only thing I didn't like about it.
So weird.
In the movie, I think what happens is when he turns into Joker, he gets they shoot at him and the bullet ricochet and like scrapes his cheeks, and it makes it go up. And then when he falls into the acid, I guess
Stuck.
it's stuck like a burn. And it
Didn't
cuts
he
his
used to be the
face.
Red Hood?
Yeah.
In the comics? Yeah, there's a lot of.
I grew up on Lego Batman.
Oh man,
Those
Oh, yeah,
games
was there even a Lego Batman? With
Yeah,
us?
they always
the
make
movie
Lego.
or the
and-
video games.
Oh.
Lego
the movie
Batman
was
1.
good actually.
Why'd you grow up on that? I grew up on the Lego Star Wars saga.
I
was
grew up on
where it
that
was
too.
at.
That was the first computer game I ever got.
That was fun.
I remember me.
I remember that, and then
You played on the
Toontown.
computer?
I played.
Yeah.
Yeah,
PS2,
that was in
man.
California,
Nick,
bro.
when are we seeing the live streams? You said you were going to stream.
On Twitch, bro.
Yeah, when
Go
you
follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna link that too. We're just plugging all my businesses.
Nick, you got to stream.
Follow
like,
my shirt, my merch.
yo, you gonna stream
Follow
some
your
Fortnite?
merch.
Nick, are you gonna stream some Fortnite?
You want
He got rid of it. Oh, it's just his brother deleted
Dude,
it.
it's trash.
Yeah, coming back from college, I'm getting into
Oh.
gaming now. My brother took off all the good games, so it's
Nick got
all a bunch of old head games.
like what?
Atari.
It's like Kingdom: The Reckoning. Like what even is?
He was playing Borderlands the other day.
Yeah.
Those games old.
Borderlands is
classic.
fun. I
That's a
like
classic.
Borderlands. Have you played it?
Well, like once.
Nick,
with
Nick
him.
don't play nothing, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Nick
Yeah.
plays the little boy games.
I've been in.
Nick, you
college-
already heard. He said he plays Lego
I've been in
Batman.
college for 10 months.
Honestly,
Lego
is
Batman
it?
was good.
I liked it. Yeah, I did.
You just shit it on it.
No.
It's actually good.
Well, it's a kid game though. At the end of the day, there's better games.
You have Lego Avengers. How was that?
Dude, that game's awesome.
I introduced you to that game.
It's a fun pastime, and
Yeah.
if you want to play a good game with a good story,
Wait, no.
Batman Arkham.
They gotta make Lego
series.
Nintendo.
Yeah, the Arkham series is amazing.
Those are the best superhero games.
I was
ever
mad
seen.
when they came out with the
Spider-Man's
fourth
good
one.
too,
I was
but-
like, are they gonna really like try to juice this?
Which one?
What's it called? Milk it. The
Well, they made 3, and then
Arkham.
the first
another
one was good. I think that was the one. Is that rated M?
Yeah.
No, my first rated M
No,
game
they
was
were rated teen. And the last one was rated M.
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, then Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight.
Arkham
City
Origins,
was my favorite.
Arkham Origins
City
wasn't
was
made by
my
the same developer.
Origins.
I forgot that was even in the game.
It's because
Yeah,
Arkham
wasn't it-
Origins was a prequel. Like it was like Batman's like first or second.
What was
year
the
as
one that
Batman.
wasn't made by the original?
Arkham Origins. And you could tell playing it. It's story wise, it's interesting, but it's Joker again. I thought it was gonna be Black
I
Mask.
thought it's annoying how he dies
That's how they
in
made
the
it.
second one, and then they
Yo,
just keep bringing him
spoilers,
back.
Nick. People ain't been playing these.
Spoiler ban, bro. It's been lifted. It's been like years.
Yeah, when did Arkham?
It was just annoying how like people saw, or the developers saw how everyone reacted to like liking Joker, and then they just kept bringing him back into the game. So like his death had no impact.
Well, no, he died in the second one, and then in the third
Came
one.
back to life.
Then the third one's a prequel, so he's there again.
No. Nick.
Then the fourth one, he's in his head.
I played all.
It's like
of these.
Jesus.
Nick.
It's like if in the the
He
new.
He has played all of it. He's pretty much the
I
expert
played them
here.
all, bro. My brother's the expert. I'll go get him.
Nick.
Bro, I'll do
We don't-
Arkham
we don't-
Takedown on you.
No, boy, I got 100% completion on
I'll
all
get-
of the games, boy. Get
Are you serious? All
I
the
remember-
side missions and everything? You got all the
I-
Riddler
I
trophies?
did
Wait, City-
everything.
for City?
How much time
on
you?
City, on Asylum, on
Dude, you should see how much
Arkham
you
Knight,
do.
on Origins. I did it all.
Alright,
So
you
you
beat-
would not
you
disrespect me.
You beat the Spider-Man game in like a week.
Yeah.
or
Oh
two.
yeah, I went hard on that too. I got 100. I
Did
sent
you
you
even?
100%.
Did you enjoy it?
Dude, it was awesome. I love that game.
Dude, I thought the boss fights were kind of lazy. All you had to do is the same thing, like web them.
There weren't even that
press
many.
square.
Like there was the first one's the
I
Shocker.
thought the
one.
Sinister Six would be dope, but you just go around town doing the same thing to them. It's so.
I'm trying to remember how it went. I know you fight Shocker and Vulture at the
It's
same
like
time. No,
Vulture-
it's Vulture and who at the same time? Scorpion?
I don't know.
I don't know. Nick.
No, you fought
Nick-
Scorpion and
Nick-
Rhino.
Nick- no, bro.
You fought Scorpion and Rhino together in the cargo yard. Then it was Vulture and Green. Is Green Goblin?
No, he's not in it. Because that was at the end, because Norman Osborn's still chilling. Remember
Oh, yeah.
when Doc Ock was the secret other guy?
Bro, I've been in college, bro.
That was
City College ain't got no game
honestly,
system.
I liked that though. I liked how they made Doc Ock end up being the main villain, and at the beginning
was
you kind
cool.
of see how he turns into Doctor Octopus. I thought he was gonna be in it, like he might. I thought they were gonna tease it and have him end up being the villain for a sequel, like Doctor
That would've
Octopus.
been cool.
But he ended up being the one for this one, so I was like, that's why I thought it was good.
They
'cause
used
I
a
wasn't
lot of the good
expecting it.
villains in this one.
Wait,
Did
Well,
Kingpin
they
come
still
out?
don't have Venom,
or
Sandman.
Green Goblin,
Sandman,
Sandman's
yeah,
my favorite.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin, Green Goblin.
You ever read the comics on how he defeats Sandman in the first one? He literally just like vacuums him up.
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's
Like with a house
They're
vacuum?
they're fighting in a school and he's like, I got an idea, and he just vacuums. He goes to jail.
That's actually really interesting.
It's
Oh, dude, they gotta do Mysterio.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
They did Mysterio in Spider-Man 2 back in the day.
bro. Last year was the year for Spider-Man, bro. All those movies, the games,
Yeah.
so
One
much
game.
stuff came. Games. You forgot the Lego game.
Oh, there was
It
Lego
came out
Spider?
low key.
Or the fact
got
that
outshined.
2017 sort of introduced us to our first MCU Spider-Man.
No,
I
it's
didn't do
bad.
that. I swear to God. That's it.
What do you say? Is he talking about the NCU?
NCU
I'm kind of about it, honestly. That sounds cool.
with the Nintendo Cinematic.
Dude, how would they
Universe.
How would they make a movie?
Let
with
me pull up the
Mario-
map.
How would they pull a movie with Mario and Luigi live
They
action?
should get some Italian
Not live
guys,
action.
some
Not
Italian
live-
plumbers.
Not live action.
Let the do the palabiga.
I could see them coming out and like
I looked
fighting.
up NCU map. I hope the right thing comes up.
Dude, they're gonna be like, the heck is this?
With Christian University.
Nick, nothing's gonna come up, bro.
Now let's type it in.
Why are we talking about this? I didn't bring it up.
No one cares about this, Nick.
No, I
Let's
care
talk
about
about
He
it.
was honestly just shitting on it
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. If y'all want more information, go to Nintendo.
Where's the good one? There's like a detailed map.
It's a meme, bro.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh man, he found it.
So Detective Pikachu kicks it off.
Are you gonna?
Oh, really?
Are you
And
gonna
Sonic?
put this up? Like a,
Super Mario, Zelda, Pokemon Red and Blue, Super Smash is like the Avengers,
Oh yeah, I saw this and I was
Super
like, bro,
Mario
I
Bros,
thought this was
Zelda,
gonna be cool.
Pokemon Stadium, Metroid. What's it called? I heard the Metroid thing was actually gonna happen because Brie Larson said she wanted to play Metroid.
Yeah, Samus.
Brie Larson wants to do everything.
Super Smash Bros. The Master Hand, Mega Man, Zelda, Super Mario World. There's so many Super Marios. Star Fox, Metroid again, Mega Man and Bass.
Base.
What is it, fish with him, bro?
F-Zero. Wait, they're making it.
And then the end game of the NCU is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Ultimatum.
and that's where Mario snaps and he dies. He's the father.
And
Oh, I
Luigi.
clicked
No,
it.
it'd be Pikachu because he's the
It's
first
me.
one.
It's not about who's the first one. It's about who's the father of. Who do you think's the,
Yeah, and in
main?
the MCU's case, it was
Was-
Iron Man, and he
who
was
do
the
you think
first
is
one.
the main? We're not talking about the
Was-
MCU.
Yeah, we're talking
Are you
about
comparing? Are you serious? Would
That's
you
a lot.
say if Hulk was the first like movie, would you say he's the father of the MCU, or is it the most recognizable character? Mario's like the face of Nintendo.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, well, Captain America is like pretty much the face of Marvel, but he wasn't
His
really
movie didn't come out until like 4 years.
His was the last one before Avengers.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, and like in the MCU, like Iron Man was like the father of
Yeah,
Marvel
he really.
because he
It
came
was
out
the
first.
first one.
Wait, what about Hulk?
How much time is
Hulk
on?
came out after Iron Man.
How much time do we have?
About 10 minutes.
Well, we can wrap this up. Low key, I kind of want to do more.
Yeah, we could save stuff for the next podcast. Actually, pick a topic.
Y'all just want to like change shirts and just do another episode.
Switch seating arrangements.
Yeah, so yeah, we back.
We back again.
Just move the flip them.
Like, do
Yeah.
you want to tease any upcoming podcasts you got planned?
Pull up the notes, bro. I shared it with you.
Okay.
I really want to do that one with
Yeah. All right, we're gonna talk about some feature episodes now because it's summertime and we're gonna try to be putting these out like every week.
Okay, so we got the Nick roast.
Some of them are jokes. Some of them are jokes, but we kind
No,
of
yeah, we're following through with that. We're gonna do a Nick roast session, so stay tuned for that
It's
one.
Everyone Flames rap. Boy.
This is the podcast, the PCU,
Why am I in so many of them?
You could ask Nick.
because you just have good
Nick
energy,
made
bro.
most of these.
That's the second time I did that earlier.
You made both of them. You said it earlier.
You sound like.
Guys,
I'm not gonna say his name.
We got the dog cast. It's a dog episode.
Whoa, what?
My dog.
Dog cast. So instead of any like Nick and I hosting or co-hosting,
It's a dog.
It's gonna be
We have-
Sam is sitting there. His
We got
dog.
time down.
I got Rocket, my dog, sitting there. Jaden, you got to pull Kato up here.
No, I'll bring Boba because she's smaller.
No, Kato.
Bro, Boba's scared all the time.
Bro, Kato's gonna be like evil.
Okay, those ones are obviously jokes. Real ones Nick has planned. He's got skate culture and music. He got planned guests with Scott and Christian. I'll probably skip that one.
Yeah, obviously you would not. You're not on it.
Oh,
Like we've agreed that some of
Okay,
us.
okay.
No.
It's like obviously.
damn.
Because like
that.
I told you, you're not into that. So like, it's always either gonna be me or Josh hosting, and if we do it together, which I like enjoy the most. But if it's something like if he like
Well,
if he does a podcast on like guitar music, like I wouldn't care.
No, guitar music. What's the difference? What's that mean?
Just guitars. I don't
Wait,
know.
so does that mean,
just
like,
a
the
subject
podcast-
I'm not that interested. He can host it.
I'm interested in music as a whole.
This is just like hypothetically. If you do
Alright.
something I'm not interested in, I won't host it with you because like I would just be the
Wait,
like,
so does
So
that
if I
mean?
want to do
Wait.
something on Potbelly Pigs, would you join in?
I would. That sounds
I would
amazing.
probably join in just because that word sounds cool.
Okay.
Alright, so here's my take on Pop. Nah.
No.
So what else do we got?
We got
Poor
AI in the future. Man, you kicked me out of that one again. It's Jaden. and
You want to
Christian.
be in that?
I'll
we could do it right now.
That's okay.
could-
I'll make a
yeah.
few of my own. I'll say in quotations, no Nick.
Oh,
Just
I
put
like that.
NN.
Asterisks.
There's art of video games.
By
I
yourself.
want to do that one.
By yourself? You're just gonna talk to the fucking camera?
He'll decide that.
Special
later.
guest, me, myself, and I.
We got 15-year friendship and childhood memories of Christian and Marco.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we got.
Oh yeah, that's
Sorry,
gonna
Josh.
be
You and I
fun.
can do our own, like 10 years.
Yeah, we'll kick Nick
Talk
out.
about
Kick
balls.
Nick off.
Oh, Nick.
Balls.
Funny story. Jade and I have like the squad. Nick got in it, but he's like the rat of the group.
I'm like Captain Marvel
Well-
of the Avengers.
well, he was-
He's like Captain Marvel. He got all.
He was
money.
introduced by another friend of ours,
Yeah.
Omar, who's like within our little squad.
When Nick first showed up to lunch, I thought he was like a jerk.
Really?
Well, because he didn't say anything jerky, but he just had that stuck up look. Like he sat down, he was like, he didn't say anything. He just looked.
Yeah,
pissed.
it's just-
I shook
He
your
didn't
hand, bro.
talk, and when he did, he had like his low raspy voice, like he always does.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But like, I would just be like, oh,
You weren't even there.
You told me.
No one was friends with
You were
me.
all nervous. You text me, you're all nervous. Like, bro, I just met Jaden's friends. I actually spilled something on one of them.
Oh yeah. Is this empty? I like when I was like, "Hey, Brett," and I spilled your.
You're like, bro, Nick.
Oh, that was Josh.
You didn't do that. You were like, "It's all right."
I thought
You
you
weren't that comfortable.
Nowadays,
with
I
me.
would have been like, bro, Nick, you dumb. But back then, I was like, bro, like,
I thought you.
Hey, you good?
I thought you said that happened to like. I was like,
it could have been
Torrent?
porn, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. All
Alright,
I
so
know
what
is
else?
I thought Nick.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He did sit for us a while, but I thought Nick. He got that. He had that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until Nick started talking about stuff. I was like, oh, Nick actually seems chill.
Nick was texting me
Well,
the
yeah.
whole
So
time.
you
Nick-
prejudiced,
Nick was introduced-
prejudged me.
No, it was your vibe, dude. You pulled up and you were like,
Hey, man.
But yeah, Nick was introduced by our friend Omar. That's in Josh and I's squad. And then
so speaking
Nick,
of the squad thing, we wanted to do a squad cast.
like
type
of
thing.
us, our squad plus Nick.
Plus
What do you mean
Nick.
plus Nick?
Sorry, I don't.
We added Nick.
It's because Nick is still like relatively new.
Well, we wrote it. You wrote a paper.
It's been 3 years.
I don't mean.
It's been 3 years.
That's coming out all wrong.
Wait,
That's
no,
coming out all wrong.
No, I remember you used to be like Nick 8 squad, yeah, and you would always be like, nah, no Nick.
Nah,
no Nick,
he ain't
no
squad
Nick.
They
yet.
tried to put me through like initiation process. I had to sneak. I had to sneak candy in the.
Wait, we gotta
should-
save
Oh,
it.
the Doctor
Save it. Save it.
Strange.
Save it.
Okay,
We're saving this for the squad cast.
For the squad cast, okay.
We sneak peek. We put Nick through an initiation to become part of squad.
I thought y'all were serious about that.
So who's gonna be in that then? So me.
Okay, well,
you,
yeah, that's
Nick.
what I was about to
You
say.
dumb
We got
fuck.
the squad cast plan. That's another one.
Dude, if it's gonna be
Omar, Cody.
four plus with all of us,
Bro,
it's gonna
I
be
don't want
rowdy.
Cody
dude.
in it,
That's
bro.
why I don't want to. Okay, look, if we're gonna do it, we gotta keep it strictly just original squad plus Nick because I mean he's in squad.
Plus-
You're gonna use my room without me.
It's like Nick came out.
I'll be recording.
So then, who would that be?
I
Me,
think
you,
me, you, Elijah,
Elijah.
Nick, Omar, Cody.
Okay.
That's
God,
it.
dude, I don't know. Cody's gonna be acting like crazy.
He is. We'll have to see
That
what
dude's.
That's
rowdy.
it. That's the OG
like the
6.
crackhead.
It's like the
He's gonna be like a
Avengers.
Fortnite
The
piece,
Avengers had the original 6.
Alright. So should that be like our next? I think that might be our next episode.
It could be. We'd have to figure out. We could talk about like old stories.
I
And
feel
stuff
like we're
that.
more because we'd be like most readily available. I know Scott's like usually busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody. We're gonna have to get Cody. Well, Cody,
No, he's not. He got. Yeah,
he ain't doing nothing.
we'll FaceTime him, and if
Elijah
he acts
will-
out, we'll hang up.
Elijah's
Everyone
out of
flames
town
Rat
right
Boy.
now. Elijah's out of town.
comes
He'll
back
be
next week.
Yeah,
No.
so when Elijah
Saturday.
gets back, we can plan that. We also got.
Everyone flames Rat Boy.
Wait, hold on. What are we gonna talk about in that? Because like just our
Bro, we'll
origins?
talk about it because we're running.
Okay,
out of
okay.
time. We're gonna have to wrap
That's
this one up.
reminiscing, man.
Wrap
Come
it
on.
up,
We can
nigga.
talk about Nick's initiation. We can talk
Wrap it.
about like OG stories. and stuff
Okay,
like that.
okay.
And then the last one that Nick has on here is careers, college, and our generation's future. Nick's running for president.
Yeah,
Next 2019.
I'll put my campaign.
Bro, I'll
poster.
talk about I'll talk about like
Yo, y'all think
the black
Kanye gonna
market.
really run? 2020's coming up.
Bro, he has a whack.
2020.
I hope he runs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that.
I like that video where Kim's like, "We were just talking about like what were we just talking about?" It's like, ah! And just screams. You remember that?
Oh, you seen that video when it shows like all the candidates talking in 2016, but like they put 2020 on the board, and then it just shows Kanye's like animation, like, and I'm Kanye West, just like walks on stage.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap things up for this one. It's a little
All
short
right,
one.
yeah.
Stay tuned for the upcoming.
Yeah,
We're just gonna keep doing episodes and increasing the quality and quantity.
Nick, make sure you drop your Twitch in there, man.
Yeah, I'll drop all the stuff we talked about below.
Nick, you better Twitch, bro.
Pictures.
I'm gonna jump on there with you.
Yeah, but
Go to Nintendo.com for more.
it's
on the
disgusting.
MCU.
Still got a sponsorship behind our.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Follow my MySpace.
Hit us up for sponsorships. We need money.